There are two words on everyone's lips today. So, AMG, a phrase that will take the driving world by storm. We are here today for a very special occasion to talk about the latest update to the AMG portfolio, a top-of-the-line model. So, without further ado, welcome to the official introduction of the new Mercedes-AMG GT Coupe. The car has been in development in Affalterbach for quite some time now, but today is the day that it meets the world for the very first time. I cannot wait to take you on this journey with me and unravel all of the secrets under the hood that make this car so thrilling. But before we dive in, let's take a look at what Lewis had to say about the car. So Lewis, it is so wonderful to have you here with us for the launch of the brand new AMG. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
What do you make of this car on first impression?
It's beautiful. It's the first time I've seen it. I'm always fascinated to see where they take these new designs. I was just saying that they work from a clay model, and so they'll be making all these lines and details you see with a clay, just with like a scraper.
You are a GT owner yourself.
Yeah.
So you're the perfect person to ask, what is the essence of an AMG GT and what makes this so AMG?
Ultimately, it's the performance. I think AMG's always been very, very high-tech. The engines are pretty spectacular performance-wise. Great bottom end, good drivability, and the cars always have great balance.
What's it been like to see the evolution of this car, not only from a visual perspective, but even from a performance perspective behind the wheel?
Well, what's crazy, so I was fortunate enough to see the first version of this car as a model. Gordon took me and he's like, I'm gonna show you all the next 5 cars that we're gonna bring out in the next 2 years. And then the car came out and I loved it. And now seeing that car evolve and having the car and utilizing it in your day-to-day life, then you kind of like, yeah, he was right.
So you trust the visionary at his work.
Definitely.
He knows what he's doing.
Definitely.
Have you already been able to drive this car?
This one I haven't taken out yet. I'm about to go and take it from here.
Perfect. Well, that is a great note for me to say, I think it's time for you to grab the keys and get behind the wheel, because I think everybody, including myself and everyone watching at home, would love to see you drive this car.
No problem.
So why don't you jump in,
Good rally.
start it up,
Yep.
and enjoy the
See you
ride.
later. Hey, can I go and do some donuts? Sorry, it's dusty now.
What a presence. Whether it's at standstill or driving full speed, you can really tell the passion that went into making this car by the details and execution. Now I want to get more into the details when it comes to design, engineering, and technology. Now for that, I have the perfect person. Welcome, Matthias, our product manager of the new GT. Thank you so much for coming all the way from Affalterbach to the desert to show us around this incredible car.
Thank you, Naomi. It's my pleasure.
Why don't you take us on a little walk around this car and explain to us everything that's brand new and beautiful about this car?
Sure, of course. So first is the AMG-specific grille that you see here. Very huge to get all the air into the car, but also the very characterful headlights that you see here, which feature the digital light, we call it, which means we have 1.3 million pixels in one lens. This makes it clear that this is an AMG GT.
Well, it is certainly stunning. Now, I want to talk about the greenhouse of the car because it just seems to have such an incredible volume, especially in the wheel arches as well.
Yeah, exactly. We stretched the wheelbase very long, so we also stretched the whole greenhouse and makes it look not only sporty, but also very elegant at the same time.
One of the main things that I noticed when I first look at it is just the enormous size of these wheels.
Yeah, we can have up to 21-inch wheels,
Okay.
but it's also the width of the front wheels. We've got 295 millimeters front wheels.
Let's get a little closer, because one thing I noticed is that the surface is just so smooth. There's almost no sharp edges on this car.
Absolutely, even the door handles are seamlessly, so they come out, as you can see. It's all about the aerodynamics also of the car, to get this balance between performance and efficiency. In the base car, without the aerodynamic package, we've got an active rear spoiler that comes up in 5 different positions. We've got also in the front, which you can see actually, because it's below the car, we've got an aero element that comes out at a certain speed. And this accelerates the air that flows underneath the car. And this causes the Venturi effect, that it literally sucks the car to the ground.
So this is obviously a car that doesn't just look good, but has also incredible performance by what you say.
Absolutely, yeah.
We've been talking about the aerodynamics that we can't see, but let's talk about the aerodynamics that we clearly can see, because this rear wing is just screaming at me. It's so beautiful, it's so big, and there's also lots of beautiful carbon detail here at the back.
Absolutely, that's the optional carbon fiber package. You can see here on the rear wing. It's totally made of carbon fiber. But what you can also immediately see in the back of the car are the connected taillights.
Yes.
This really gives the car more width, really strong appearance also in the rear.
Fantastic. Well, now we've talked a little bit about the exterior. We've talked a little bit about the driving ability of this car. I want to take a look back at the front of the car to see what's under the hood.
Yeah, let's go to the
Let's
front.
take a look. Let's go. Okay, well, now we've made it to the heart of the new AMG GT, the engine bay. The first thing I cast my eyes on is this legendary AMG logo.
Yeah, and right next to it, you see the AMG plaque, which shows that this is built by one man, one engine.
And that's this engineer's signature.
Exactly, there you can see who produced the engine, yeah.
Okay, well, let's not keep teasing everyone at home. Tell us what you can about this engine.
This is actually a 4-liter V8 engine. So we're talking here, our maximum output is 430 kilowatts,
Okay.
which is 585 horsepower, and 800 newton meters of torque.
Nothing that Lewis can't handle on track, but still plenty of power.
Absolutely, yeah, that's right.
Okay, well, all of this performance talk is making me really excited to drive this car. So let's at least sit in it so that I can feel like I have that opportunity.
Let's sit inside.
Okay, I'm taking the driver's seat though.
You're the racer.
Thank you. Well, this is just so impressive. There's a lot going on in here, a lot of beautiful detail. But what is the first thing that stands out to you when you get inside the car?
The first thing in the AMG GT Coupe is actually not going on here in the front, it's actually going in the rear. It's a 2+2 seating function that we offer optionally. It has a load-through function, so we can fold down the rear bench and then you've got a huge compartment.
Well, you can really tell the attention to detail that goes on here, but can I talk about these seats for a second? They feel exquisite, a lot of comfort, and I can really feel that it's holding me tight in here.
Yeah, actually, you're sitting in the optional AMG performance seats for the customers who want to drive very sporty. But we also have, for the more comfortable-oriented customers, we've got the AMG Sport seats as standard.
Well, I have to move on to the steering wheel because it is just so stunning. It's like a piece of art on its own.
That's actually our optional carbon fiber steering wheel. But it features also the AMG buttons that you see below here, where you can do the setup on the car, like, for instance, the driving programs on the right side, and different other things that you can program by yourself.
Well, the look and feel inside of here is just incredible. But I have to ask you, how have the AMG performance genetics been translated into the digital world of this car?
Actually, MBUX features an AMG performance menu, where you can see a lot of the vehicle data.
Okay.
But we additionally offer the AMG Track Pace, which is standard on the AMG GT Coupe.
Okay.
This is the app where you can measure lap times, for instance, or measure your acceleration times.
It sounds like you have your own personal engineer on board.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
What an incredible day. I hope that you're just as excited as I am about the new Mercedes AMG GT Coupe. The best news about all of this is that it's just the beginning. And if you're wondering why we're standing in this beautiful desert, you'll have to keep your eyes peeled as we unveil that mystery. All I can say is you'll have to see it to believe it. So stay tuned to the Mercedes-Benz and AMG social channels as we take you even deeper into the world of the new GT, the AMG of AMGs.